All right, now on to something more, maybe a bit more spicy.
Yeah, staying with food, funnily enough, and this is just really a bit of a heads up to something that's going on and will probably be coming back to in the near future in this section. So Bill Ackman, who some people would know as the manager of a hedge fund called Pershing Square Capital, has taken a 22% stake in a company called Nomad Foods. Now, Nomad Foods is a so-called special purpose acquisition vehicle, or SPAC. It's a 350 million investment from Pershing Square. Basically, this is effectively a shell that's been put together to make acquisitions in a particular sector, in this case food. Nomad Foods was formed by two leading lights of the investment industry, a chap called Martin Franklin from the US and Noam Gottesman, who many will remember was a founding partner of GLG Partners. And that put Nomad Foods together last year, and in April they announced the 2.6 billion euro acquisition of a company called Igloo Foods. Bill Ackman has a history of acting in the food sector and working with Mr. Franklin, and he made a decent investment in one of Mr. Franklin's vehicles called Platform Specialty Products. It's been in there since 2013, and that's risen in value by 175%. He also worked with another one of Mr. Franklin's businesses called Justice Holdings, which was a big mover in Burger King. They brought it to the market, they floated it, and they also backed Burger King in their recent takeover of Tim Hortons to form a new dining conglomerate, I suppose is the way to put that. Nomad is actually said just today to be in talks to acquire Findus Group, a brand that many UK viewers will be familiar with.
Yes, I mean, it reminds me a bit of, I think, what James Goldsmith used to do, that sort of sector. He was actually quite into sort of the food area. So that maybe, it was a sort of safer area to be on the prowl than many others. I suppose the valuations are more straightforward, the companies are more straightforward, aren't they?
They are, and there tends to be a defensive element to them too. But if Nomad does buy Findus, and particularly the European frozen food business of Findus, that would make it the second largest frozen food manufacturer in the world. So this is a relatively new vehicle, but suddenly it's going to have, if this comes to pass, it will suddenly have quite significant standing on the world stage.
But is it a bit of an asset stripping thing?
I think probably more.
Sell off the different brands?
Maybe, or maybe just to get what they see as undervalued businesses, perhaps gear up the balance sheet in the way that private equity company would. No, what's certain is that there are 3 or 4 very smart people involved in Nomad Foods, and they're not doing it to lose money. So I think that will be a name to pay attention to very closely. Yeah.
Okay, great.